We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of the Steelers has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground.
This one caught just past the pylon. George Pickens. Touchdown Steelers. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll go right and find his running back. About 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Whoa! And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll look to throw. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down. Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stick with him again. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now... From the shotgun, it's Fields. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
Ooh. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Second down, it's Fields. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now. Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. A short gain up to the 20. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Brought down at the 21. A gain of 1. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
This one complete to his tight end, Fant. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Man in motion is Smith. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for an Eagles first down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a three-point game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? He gets that to his big target, Vance. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to the air one more time. This one into the hands of Brown.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. Will be brought down inside the 25. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. 2nd down and 8. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now from the gun. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down past the 20. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. They'll run on 2nd down. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in there on the stop. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss. And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He'll tuck it and take off. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the 1st down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one complete to Washington. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A pass taken in by Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now, Fields. Good blocking, and he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Steelers will get out in front 17-7. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. play action. Here's Williams. He's going to run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now a give on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Open man, it's Jamison Williams.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
We'll try to run here with Barkley.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. To throw is Williams. He's got it at the 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Here's a run going left. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. To throw is Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Steelers. Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Give up the middle to Harris. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Fields from the gun on third down. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's second down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be third down. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. That'll be taken in by Parker.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and get a chance at that pick. When that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this late.